A very good morning to you children. This is Sumati, your social studies teacher, with today's continuation topic, that is minerals and mining, that is chapter 6 part 2. Okay, in this topic we are going to discuss that how to get the minerals from the earth, that means extraction. Mining the minerals. Minerals can be taken out for use of humans through a process of mining or digging. Minerals, how we'll get it? Those are under the ground, that means under the earth, otherwise on the earth's surface. So, like that, we used to get the minerals. Most of the minerals are under the earth. There are several ways to get the minerals, and those are actually a large pit they can make it, and from that pit they extract the minerals. This is called the open cast mining. And in this we can blast and remove the granite, barytes or coal, whatever it is. So many minerals we can get it on that open cast mine. And another way is there, we can build underground tunnels. So mine the minerals that lie very deep, and inside the earth they'll construct the tunnels. This is called underground mining. See, this is the open cast mining. Some many of the movies maybe you have observed it that way, or you have seen this. Okay, and this is underground mining. Underground mining means inside that they constructed the tunnels and they are getting that or mining the mineral. Just as we use that well or drill that tube well, we have in house our tube well. That means we are getting the water through bore, and even on the sea coast areas, of course, inside the sea we get that crude oil or petroleum or natural gas. These are one of the underground mines. And in many places this is done by drilling in the seabed. Of course, as I said you, on the seabed we used to get it. In India we have Bombay High. It is in the Arabian Sea near Mumbai, and the KG Basin. It is Krishna Godavari River Basin. It is in the Bay of Bengal. And most of the mining practices result disturbing that. Actually, when we are going for the mine, that means getting the mineral, we are disturbing the surface. That means cutting the trees, destroying the fields, agricultural fields, or maybe we are vacating the some villages, and there we are creating a large pits, and there we are taking the minerals. Mines also need large amounts of water also to wash the minerals. In this way, we are polluting the nearby rivers or the seas or the other water resources, because we are cleaning the mineral or create that washing the mineral means it's create the water pollution. At the same time, while we are digging the mines, we are getting the air pollution. And whatever that usually we use to forest or the agricultural land, mostly we continued. The farmers or the tribals, they lost that whatever the land under their control, and they left those land also. Even people who live nearby, they are also facing the problem because of the mining. At the same time, mining employs a large number of people. These are advantages who come to live in nearby areas. Mostly who get the employment, they want to live near the mining areas, or they build the new houses, new township also, and it provides the livelihood to nearly 10 lakh people in India, and mostly more than 1 lakh people in Andhra Pradesh. So the work of the miners is also very dangerous, as they are constantly exposed, constantly they are continuously they are working, so they may make a accident, otherwise breathing problems. Mostly while they are extracting the minerals, they inhale that poisonous gases. So these are all cause the long run health problems. To whom do the minerals belong? Actually, these are all we are digging from the earth. This all not belongs to particularly one person. Actually, this all should be belongs to all the people of the country, and to be used by or used for everyone's interest. So that is why all the mineral wealth of a state is considered the property of the government. If it is there under the control of the government, automatically it's used for all the people. So the government uses the minerals keeping in mind the interest of all the people of the country. Automatically the government also using whatever the people need as per that. At the time of independence, most of the mines were under the control of private owners or maybe the private companies. So what those private people have done, they didn't take care of that any of the people or country or environment. Mostly they used to get that more profit. So within the short time, more mineral was extracted by them, and they didn't take care about the development of the mines, and even they didn't take care about the safety of the workers. So they get more and more mineral within the limited time. So they earned more profit. In 1970s, the government took over all mines. 1970s, when it is the private persons are extracting more mineral, in 1970s all the mines came under the control of the government. So when it is owned, so it started to the government to own it and operate that, and whatever the mineral it gets, it is selling the mineral to the various other factories or traders are exporting. As per that, the government is getting the profit, and that profit is utilized for the benefit of the people. But in this way, it was able to control the extent of mining so that there is no over exploitation. If it is there under the government's control, then they cannot extract more and more. So they utilized that proper methods to extract it. And the methods which were dangerous or harmful to the people, especially for the workers. If suppose they won't extract more and more, no over exploitation, then automatically it won't create any dangerous or harmful problems to the people. It could also ensure that the important minerals like fuels, precious metals, that means gold, silver, or petrol, diesel, these are all made it totally under the government's control only, and mostly these are mined by the government, and that should be utilized to the people only, and were not under the control of private companies. They didn't make it to private companies. These should be, that means precious metals and fuels, which only cared for increasing their profit. Actually, the private persons are interested to make the profits now. It didn't create or didn't give it to the private companies. The government owned it and it's got the profit that was utilized for people. However, the government was not able to bring in new and more sophisticated technologies. These all steps they have taken, but the technology wise, the government was not at all improved to extract the minerals. So it was not able to survey because at the time the surveys were not taken properly, and where the new deposits of the minerals are there. So what happened? Totally the production of minerals were stagnated. It was therefore felt that it is necessary for the government to allow private companies to mine the minerals and sell them. Actually, all of them at that time they felt it. The government has to give the mines to private companies to extract it, and that the government, the private companies only to sell it to the market, but government should get some profit that should be utilized for the people. And what the government has done, it created some rules and regulations, and total the mines were under the control of the government only, because the private companies should inform to the government regularly what they are doing. Okay. A new national mineral policy was announced in 1993, and the government allowed the private companies to lease mines. Actually, 1970s it came under the control of the government, mines, but 1993 it is given to the private companies as per new national mineral policy. But afterwards, some more rules and regulations they made it, and the same law or same policy was replaced on 13th March 2008. Again, it's replaced on 28th March 2019. But the companies were to pay a royalty to the government. Actually, when the government is providing the mines, so these companies has to provide some money that is called royalty for the minerals, whatever they are extracting and selling. In this way, the government could retain regulatory, means the government is controlling, regulating the private companies and mines also, getting the income from them. At the same time, they are encouraging the private companies to invest the money and bring the new technology to improve the mining or getting the minerals. However, the government continues to control mining of all minerals relating to atomic energy. Even the government continues to control the mining of all the minerals relating to atomic energy also, totally under the control of government. As a result of this policy, there has been a boom in mining during the last 20 years. Means improvement is there for the extracting minerals or for the government last 20 years and of course during the last 20 years. But there has been a major increase in the number of mines. Because of that reason, more mines were increased and more minerals were mined and more employment was provided in the mining sector. Actually, mining sector comes under the tertiary sector. Okay, sorry, primary sector. On the other hand, there has been also uncontrolled mining by the private companies for far in excess of the permits given to them. Actually, when the permissions were given to the private companies, what the companies have done, more and uncontrolled. That means more and more mineral they dug it. Whatever the permission was given by the government, how much they said to dig it, more than that they dug it. So they were not taken care about the environment. At the same time, safety measures also they didn't take. So excess mining means more quantity they mined. Whatever the government said that, more than that they extracted. It also means that the minerals are taken away by the companies without paying the royalty. So whatever the extra mineral was dug by them, for that they didn't pay the royalty to the government. Thus the people to whom the minerals really belong, they didn't get anything. For example, in Karnataka, Reddy brothers were there. They also mined that one of the mine, even more they extracted. Till now they are in the jail. Of course, case is going on. Even I think so we have seen the movie Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. That is Rana's movie. Even in that, more how the mines, what they are doing, those were shown in that movie. Okay. It can also be environmentally very harmful. For example, when more sand is mined from the riverbed, because the sand is necessary for construction works. So we are extracting more and more sand. Then what happens? It affects the flow of the rivers, that causes more floods. Otherwise, the river may dry up. Actually, these two are harmful to us. Okay, that means if the water is not available, it's problem to us only. No? Similarly, the new mining companies, whatever are there, do not want to do underground mining as it costs more money, because underground means they have to dig it and even goes that it costs more money. At the same time, those who are working underground mines, for those workers they have to pay that double payment, and because of that reason they prefer that open cast mining, because open cast mining is cheaper than the underground mining. But unless the pit and the moon of rubble, that means whatever they are digging from that mineral, unnecessary minerals may they dump it. Otherwise, when they used the open cast mining, they didn't fill that pit. Suppose these may create totally a problem to the environment, like it may be stop to that river flow of the water. Otherwise, uh, it may fill that water with the pits were filled with water. It may create a problem. These are all we may face the problems. That's why while digging the minerals only, they have to take care about that proper disposal of the mineral. Okay, and this is the time for assignment, Nana. If you listen the video, you can do it. That's all for today, children. Bye.